Hi all, welcome to John's Model Making. Today I've got a channel update for you. Got some exciting news. Got the U-96 submarine coming to the channel. I have been in contact with Hachette this morning. It hasn't been processed as yet, but it should be either this Friday or the Friday afterwards, so it'll definitely be on the channel in October. Now we know it's not going to be a test run because it's on the actual official website. There is no kits there to be displayed, but you can download the first 5 kits, as they call them, not issues or stages, but the PDFs for the first 5. First 5, is it the first 5 packs? Yeah, the first 5 packs, yeah. So 20 kits altogether. There's 140 kits in the run, 35 packs, so it's just short of 3 years, so it's quite a lengthy run, this one. The submarine is 140 centimeters long. It does come with its own stand. It's got remote control functionality and it does look superb. I have been following somebody in Europe who's been building it. They're obviously a lot further ahead than we are, but it does look absolutely superb. There is the Lancaster bomber that's coming out in January. I was expecting that in September, October this year, but that looks like it's been pushed back. I've heard rumours that they were looking at actually remodelling it, redesigning it. I think that's probably because of the Spitfire. I did email them many months ago, probably, well, 7 months, yeah, probably is about 3 or 4 months ago, and I did express my disappointment with, you know, the issues that everybody's faced with the Spitfire, with the risers, the motors, the aileron going forward, the landing gear going forward. You know, everybody's had various bits of problems with them. The gapping as well, the nose droop. We all know what the problem has been with the Spitfire, so I expressed all that in an email, but they never got back to me. So I don't know. We just have to wait and see what the model is going to be like when they do start to promote it, and then make our decision whether to carry on with it or not. But I hope to do so, definitely. It's one that I would love to do, the die-cast version. As everybody knows, I'm doing the wooden version. Here we have the wooden version. I'm working on the landing gear this week on this side, so I'll have that finished. I do have a video out this coming Thursday, issues 84 and 85, and then the next 4 issues after that are to do with the landing gear. I'm hoping to do that in one video though. I don't want to stretch it out too much because I'm eager to get on to the rest of the plane. There's a lot of the skin sections to actually do in, well, the last 40 stages, but it is looking absolutely superb. I'll absolutely love the detail on it, so I'm hoping the die-cast version is better detailed actually because it's manufactured, but anyway, we'll see. At least I'll be able to compare the two as well. Now they are going to be housed here. I'll just give you a closer shot of this area of my room. You can also see Ecto 1 there. It's in its acrylic case, so I'll give you a closer view of that. There we go, that's the Ecto 1. This is its new acrylic case. Bought this off iDisplayIt. I did put it in a previous video, the website link. It's 3mm thick. As you can see, it's screwed together. The 5 panels that are upright. There's 14 screws altogether, 7 at the front, 7 at the back. You could actually leave one of the side ones off so you could power it up basically, but obviously we know the Ecto 1 isn't remote control, so it's just going to be a static model in there. Now that case won't fit onto the display stand that we received off Eaglemoss, but to be honest, I never really did like that. If I took the base off, that should fit inside it, so it would fit really, but I don't particularly like the Eaglemoss one. The logo looks good on the Eaglemoss display base. There's a bit of gapping on it as well, and because it's wooden it looks bulky and it's far too big for that table. This table is 90 centimeters long, 55 centimeters deep. Now the Ecto 1 isn't going to stay there forever. I'm going to have one of the Lancaster bombers here and the other one underneath, hopefully. It depends on how big they end up being, but definitely should get one on this top piece, top table here. These are just 2 tables I got off IKEA. They're only 22 quid each, acting as shelves. Much cheaper than the actual shelving, to be honest. The shelf that you see above, that is where the where Twiggy's going to be situated, the Eddie Stoneback build, that's 120 centimeters long. But yeah, so the acrylic case, does look superb. It's the base itself is 92 centimeters long. The actual transparent part from here to the end is 90 centimeters long, so that's why it would fit in on the Eaglemoss base. It's 36 centimeters high and 32 centimeters depth, but I think it looks better like that. But that's my opinion. The Spitfire is up there. I'll show you that. There's a Spitfire. It's on top of that bookcase. As you can see, below it is the Mitsubishi Zero. Zero doesn't have a case. I am having problems trying to get hold of one. I can find one, custom size it, but they want 30 quid for delivery, and I don't want to pay £30 for delivery. It does fly in there, no problem, but it might end up being like that for having a day, but we'll wait and see. But the Spitfire looks great on top of that. I have got some new lighting as well in the in here. There we go. It's basically 2 arms. It's got 5 different settings. There we go. It has made a massive difference in here for when I'm building. It was better than the other studio light. The other studio light was a big boxy thing that I had at the side here, and it was just coming in from one direction. Wasn't as effective as this one. The lighting displacement is so much better. Let's push this back. It was less than £40 from Amazon, so I'm quite chuffed about that. I don't go and splurge a great lot of money. I try and get stuff as cheap as possible, look for the best deals. You know, money's money at the end of the day. I don't get paid for anything. I don't promote anything on this channel. I end up buying it myself, obviously, so there's quite a bit of expense at times, but I do love it because obviously it's my hobby. And where this is concerned, the Lancaster, well, you know, that is looking brilliant. Gives me so much pleasure. I think I did tell you I've got 84 and 85 coming out this week. Another video that's out on Thursday at 12:30, the usual time. That's what I've been trying to do, is get everything, all the videos out at a particular time, not necessarily same days each week, but at 12:30, so then everybody can clock in. You know, Len John's Models Baking is on at 12:30. Let's see, what else have we got? Yeah, we're looking at the Ford Falcon as well. I signed up for that. That is just a test run, which is out in Yorkshire, I believe. I've not seen it myself. I wouldn't mind having a look at it myself, but I did sign up with the Hachette. I rang them up and asked them about it, and I did get the feeling straight away it was going to be a test run. It's not on the main website, so you know for a fact it's going to be a test run. Might be out next year or in a year's time, who knows. Just depends what interest there is out there. But if anybody has got some test runs of the Ford Falcon and they can send them to me, and I'll gladly pay you for them, please do so. Another one is the Hogwarts Castle. Now that is out in the UK, I believe. I've seen that on Facebook earlier today. Don't know whereabouts it is in the UK, but I would love to get hold of a test run for that. I usually look on newsstand, but the last time I did that they said they got it, but they hadn't, so I was just waiting for having a day. But if anybody has got some test runs for that and they can send them to me, I'll pay you for it, no problem. I've got a PayPal account, that's all we need to do, transfer money that way. That'll be great, so just get in contact if you have got it. That'll be excellent. Other than that, I think that is probably about it where the current builds are concerned. I think the Titanic and the Batmobile, they were processed Friday, so they should be with me this week. It usually only takes the Titanic about a week to arrive. Batmobile, sometimes it depends, sometimes comes a bit early, sometimes a bit late, but we'll wait and see. But where the Batmobile is concerned, I do know, having a look at the website, we get a turntable like a Lazy Susan, there's limit switches, there's a PCB, there's a motor, there's some lighting. There's not a fantastic lot for our money at the moment. We're not getting value for money where the Batmobile is concerned. We could do with some big chunky parts to keep everybody happy, because that cockpit, very plasticky, I'm not fully convinced with it yet, but we're a fair way into, well, I say a fair way into it. 28 issues we've done. We've got another 6 coming, so that only takes us up to 34. But anyway, we'll wait and see. Hopefully it will look superb when it's finished. But I said this about the Eddie Stobart. You get issues where you don't think you're getting much value for money, and then you get all the big parts and you think, oh yeah, this is brilliant, this. And once it's finished, you're just in love with it anyway. But that's the Batmobile. The Titanic, as we know, you can have a look on the Hachette website to have a look at the details of it. It's all about the decking, these next 4, and then we go back to the hull for the 4 afterwards, so that'll be next month. The decking looks absolutely superb from what I've seen. I've not seen every issue, but from what I've seen, it does look brilliant. I'm not sure if we're going to attach anything to the hull. I think people are just placing it at the moment, just to get the effect. Next month is again hull sections, whereas we can actually put the engines in place. We can have a look at what that will be like, because the whole the port side hull section is going to have windows, so you can actually see the movement of the engines. That'd be brilliant to look at. But we do need to get that hull finished, definitely, because there's a lot more detail to go on it. We've got the stern to do yet, we got all the rigging to put in place, and what are we up to? Issue 80, so it's another 60 issues. Yeah, I think that finishes, is it 60 issues? That finishes next year, November next year. Yeah, that's 12 months, isn't it? Yeah, 12 months. Yeah, around about November next year that will finish, the Titanic. I'll also have Twiggy, Eddie Stobart, that finishes in July next year. Valentino Rossi finishes in April, and the Knight Rider, that finishes in August of next year. So I've got 4 builds finished next year. They'll be replaced with the United 6 submarine and the Lancaster bomber, and hopefully one more. Oh, you never know, see what the money's like. But so everything's looking superb. I just need an acrylic case for that Mitsubishi Zero, to be honest. But I'll have another move around again. This is one of the things I have to do. I've got all my incomplete builds here. There we go, those are my 3 incomplete builds. We got the Batmobile Tumbler, we got the Knight Rider, and above there we got Valentino Rossi. Above that I have now put my plastic planes. There we go, they look superb. They're all together now, looking brilliant, lovely jubbly. And over here we have the Titanic, and there is the completed DeLorean, and you can see the background of that very, very, very bright t-shirt. You'll see that in the Valentino Rossi video that is out tomorrow, Tuesday. And the last time I checked, I had actually reached 3,000 subscribers for the channel, which is absolutely brilliant. So massive thank you, thumbs up to you all for showing the interest in my channel. I am going to be setting up a members section, and once I've set that up, so long as there's enough interest, of course, I'll be doing a giveaway after the first month of that being up and running. So that's something to look forward to. But I think that's it for this update. Yep, the Lancaster bomber, I'm going to be working on this tomorrow. Get this section of the landing gear all nicely sorted out, get the 4 issues done, 86 to 89. I'm hoping to just do 1 video for that, so I've just got to organise myself a little bit better where the components are concerned, because there's a lot of rubbing down and painting as well. Parts of the section can be a little bit fiddly as well with some of the cabling that's involved, but that'll look superb when it's done. And like I said, Valentino Rossi 49 to 53 is out tomorrow at 12:30, and Thursday we've got stages 84 and 85 of this wooden Lancaster bomber on my channel, and then at the end of the week hopefully got the Titanic. So that means next week I'll have the Batmobile and hopefully the Knight Rider, and then we'll have Eddie Stobart. That should be processed this Friday, so that might take about 10 days, so that'll be in a couple of weeks time, and hopefully by then I'll have the United 6 submarine to show you as well. As excellent stuff. It's not bad, is it? It's great having a hobby like this. Absolutely love it. Anyway, if you did like that, I think that is about it from me for this channel update. I'm not going to do one every month or every week. I'll just update you on things as they come along when I do a video, if it's necessary. But anyway, thanks for tuning in and watching. Please give us a big thumbs up, subscribe. Let's get my subscriber count going even more, and then I can open up a member section, and maybe we can do a monthly giveaway as long as there's enough interest. We'll wait and see. But anyway, thanks for tuning in and watching. Stay safe. Bye for now.